Hi, I'm Joe Wiesenfelder with Cars.com. This is a 2014 Chevrolet Cruze. This version is powered by an efficient diesel engine. Chevrolet calls it the Cruze Clean Turbo Diesel to emphasize that it's as clean as a gas-powered car, and the turbo is to suggest that it's not super slow. Diesels have a reputation for being smoky, smelly, slow, noisy. That doesn't have to be true anymore. Let's see if this car meets the promise. First, we'll investigate the sound. Noise, sound, you'll be the judge. Now, overall, it's a little louder than a gas engine, and it has that distinctive sound, which you do hear on the outside. Now, if you compare it with the Volkswagen Jetta, which is its biggest competitor, and one of the reasons that diesels are more accepted in this country now, it is a little bit louder on the outside. Now, if you raise the hood, you definitely hear it louder. They wisely treat the underside of the hood and the firewall to keep it quiet on the inside, and you'll notice with the hood closed, it's not nearly as loud. Now, you do hear the sound on the inside. It doesn't bother me much. I don't think it would bother a diesel fanatic who actually might want to hear a little of that sound. The average driver, I'm not sure. They might find it a little too intrusive, but I'm pleased to report there's not a lot of vibration, though, just the slightest bit in the steering wheel and maybe the pedals. Overall, not bad. Now, where the dream starts to fall apart is in the acceleration, which is where diesels are supposed to excel. This engine has 264 pound-feet of torque. That's a lot, more than 100 more than the Cruze Eco. That's a gas-powered version, and a few more horsepower as well. Off the line, it should really take off, should shoot ahead, and there's a delay. You step on the pedal, and it slowly ramps up to about 20 miles per hour before you really get going. And there's also, unfortunately, a lag in the transmission, it seems, once you're moving. Step on the gas, or the diesel in this case, and it hesitates before it goes. It does not inspire confidence. This needs some tuning, needs some changes on the part of Chevrolet to make it behave more like a diesel should. Now, there are some differences between this diesel-powered car and the base one, and that is it has some of the aerodynamic treatments in the front that you'll find in the gas-powered Eco version. That is to improve efficiency. And then there are some differences in living with it too, of course. One is you give it diesel fuel, ultra-low sulfur diesel, which is one of the reasons these cars are as efficient and as clean as they are now. Now, you can find diesel a lot of places, more than ever, it seems, at least where I live. If you're going on a highway trip, there's plenty of diesel because that's where the trucks are. You might find that the fuel nozzle is always covered in a light coating of oil. That is diesel fuel. It's kind of unavoidable. I happen to own a 30-year-old diesel car. I just keep some of those latex mechanics gloves in my glove compartment, fill up. When you're done, pull it off, move on. Another difference between this car and the gas-powered Cruze is it requires something called diesel exhaust fluid, which is a urea solution. That's why they don't call it urea. It's not a nice word. That is injected into the exhaust system that gives the bad stuff in the exhaust something to react with in the catalytic converter, so it comes out as good stuff, nice and clean, more like a gas engine. It goes into a little reservoir in the floor here. It's actually not that big a deal. You can replace this stuff when you get the oil changed at the same interval. That is not something I object to, but I have to say, in the Cruze, that tank ends up taking up your spare tire space, so you go without one. You have to use a little inflator sealant system, which is not as great. And I have to say, Volkswagen in the Jetta, the Golf, and the Beetle that have a small diesel engine, they don't require that stuff. Now, Chevrolet says it uses the DEF fluid to get the efficiency they want and to meet future requirements for tailpipe emissions. What does it get you? Well, it gets you 27 miles per gallon estimated in the city, which is one better than the automatic Cruze Eco, the gas-powered one. And it gets 46 estimated miles per gallon on the highway, which is 7 better than the Eco on the highway. It makes this a really good long-distance road car. Now, compare it with the Jetta TDI, that's their diesel, and it's a little bit worse in the city, but a good deal better on the highway. Diesel cars are kind of like hybrids. They're more efficient, but you pay more for them. This car is just under $26,000. That's $3,800 more than the Cruze Eco with an automatic transmission, and it's also about $6,500 more than the lowest priced Cruze with an automatic transmission. Overall, you might make that money back in efficiency, but I suspect people will be buying this because they want to make a statement. But as statements go, this car isn't much of one. All you get is this little badge here that says 2.0 TD. It looks just like the badge from the Eco. If you want people to know you've got a clean diesel, wouldn't you say Cruze clean turbo diesel? Show off or something?